my Adobe Flash player was outdated.
Yeah.
I already know what I did. And it was early in the morning, no coffee, and it was like, oh, the Flash player, wrong one. And it installed MacKeeper and Surf something.
Yeah.
Then I went on the web. I deleted the application files for those. I deleted extensions in Safari preferences, but now it keeps, like even now.
We have more work to do. I say no more. I deal with this all the time. I know exactly what we're going to do on that. So let's go ahead and take care of that now. Do the computer that's in question, are you on that computer currently?
Yeah, because I've been like scared that it's like a Trojan horse or something.
All right. So I'm going to share my screen. You're going to follow along with me on what you do then.
Okay.
So tell me when you can see my screen.
I can see your screen.
All right, ton of stuff open. Sorry about that. Okay, so open up a Finder window, just like I've got.
Okay.
And you're going to first go to, under the word Go in the very top, select Computer.
Okay.
And let's, for the speed's sake, let's set it to column view, which is what I've got it here as. Got one column and the next column. Do you see what I'm talking about?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so select your hard drive. In your case, it's probably going to be Macintosh HD.
Yep.
Now go down and you'll see a folder called Library.
Yep.
Select Library. Now you're going to drill down to two folders. There's three folders in here we need to deal with. Number one is Launch Agents. Find Launch Agent.
Got it.
Select everything in Launch Agents folder. And so do you have a few things in there?
There's just one.
All right, select it and throw it away.
Okay.
You can command delete or drag it to the trash. It's going to prompt you for your password.
Okay.
All right, done?
Yeah. I'm trying to remember the password for this one. Sorry. Okay, done.
All right, next folder, right below that should be Launch Daemons. Select that.
Okay.
Grab those contents and throw those away as well.
Okay.
Password as well on that.
Okay.
Scroll a little bit farther down in that same folder and you're probably going to see a folder called Startup Items. You might not have anything in that folder.
It's empty.
Good. Okay, so now let's go back one column. Do you see the word Users as a folder?
Yes.
Actually, we don't even need that. Go under the word Go at the very top of the menu bar.
Okay.
Click Go to where the menu drops down and then hold down the what am I doing here? Oh, did they change it? Oh, they changed it. Oh, they just changed this.
Okay.
What are you on the latest version of the operating system?
Let's see what I got.
10.11 or 10.12?
10.12.
All right, they just changed this. Oh, I want to cuss right now. I just updated this computer to that, and darn it. Let me find another way to get here.
Okay.
There's a folder that they hide from you that they don't want you to see. That's important for us to deal exactly with this problem. Let me find a new way of dealing with this. Let me see.
Take your time.
All right. Okay. Here's what I want you to do. Under the word Go, select Go To Folder.
Okay.
All right. Now, if you can see on my screen, you're going to see there's a little symbol there. I'm not even sure what you call that symbol. You're going to select that and then / and then capital Library. So just like
I'm there.
All right. And then you hit Go.
I'm there already.
All right. Good. And you're going to see a folder in here called Launch Agents.
Yep, I'm there.
All right. Grab all those contents, throw those away.
Okay. Oh, there's MacKeeper.
Yeah, there he is. I knew we were going to come up with him sooner or later. Okay, so you're done with that?
Yep.
All right, now that was the hard part. Now let's go to System Preferences.
Okay.
I kind of make a living doing this. This is very.
Oh, it's just awful what and I was really worried. I mean, do you know of any? Is it like Trojan horse or is it just annoyance?
There are a lot of different attacks. One of the ways that they try to attack you is to change your search engine, whether you realize it or not.
They did change my search engine, and I immediately changed it back, and that's when I realized.
Yeah. So they're generating income by selling ads to companies that are less scrupulous that Google's not going to sell ads to. So if they can invade your search engine and take over the ad space within a given web page, they can sell it to other people. Let's keep going. We got system preferences. Now you're going to go to users and groups and system preferences.
Okay. Users and groups. Okay.
And you're going to select login items.
Okay. Login options.
Login
items.
items.
I see it.
All right. Now, with the exception of maybe Dropbox, what else? Read anything else that's in that.
The only other thing there is iTunes Helper.
Okay, we can leave that. That just allows your phone to turn on iTunes. If you don't like the fact that your phone turns on iTunes, you can take that out. But other than that, that's fine.
Okay.
Right, last thing, let's go back and open a Finder window again. We're going to the Applications folder, which you've already done. We're just going to make sure we've got all of our T's crossed.
Okay.
In the Applications folder, select it, and you're going to look through and see if there's anything MacKeeper. Do you see anything that's foreign to you in there that doesn't look like it should belong there? Any application that you don't recognize?
Okay. So when I go into applications, it's the one. Yeah. Okay. I'm making sure I'm in the right place. Let's just see. Oh, SurfBuyer. There it is.
Yeah. Let's toss that out.
The whole folder, right?
Yes.
Okay. But I deleted the application. That's so funny. Oh, software updater.
Yeah, let's toss that.
Okay. That's the same date. Let's see. Just checking all of them. Image capture. Okay. Da, da, da. What's Coro? Cord? That looks okay. That's really old, whatever that is.
Yeah, it's not something that I'm aware of, but
Okay.
it should be fine. If you've known it, if you've had it for a while.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not required by the operating system, so you could toss it out if you wanted to.
I don't see anything else in the applications.
Okay. All right. I think you're good. Why don't you restart that computer?
Should I empty the trash first?
It doesn't matter. You can. It's fine.
I would like to empty the trash first.
Once it's in the trash, the computer considers it invisible. So
I know.
after you've emptied the trash, restart.
Okay. It's just it's a mental.
Absolutely. Flash is dead. I mean, it is officially dead. The only people that don't know that Flash is completely dead are the people that write Flash, and that's Adobe.
Yeah.
So even Google just recently announced that Chrome is going to disallow it in future versions. Safari makes it inconvenient already. In 10.12, which you've updated to, it doesn't allow it. Now, it's not
letting me restart because this McAfee.com promo. So I'm going to force quit Safari.
Yeah.
Okay, and now I'm going to restart.
Okay.
Yeah, but I was on a web page and it said your Adobe Flash, is outdated.
Yeah. Now, let's say 50% of those are going to be scams. The other 50% are going to be legitimate, saying that, yes, Adobe is outdated. And the reason there's a war going on, and it's between Adobe and the rest of the technological world. Flash is dead. Every device out there does not support Flash anymore, including every computer that you have and every iPhone and every Droid and everything. But Flash, Adobe has a stake in it to try to keep Flash alive because web developers were paying a license fee for this in the past. There's a replacement that's open source that's free called HTML5, and like if you've got a mom and pop website like First Federal Credit Union of the Carolinas who used Flash their website in the past, they can't afford to have somebody rewrite their website in HTML5. So some of those old websites still rely on Flash. So the problem then is that these old websites have got to catch up. And meanwhile, Adobe has that in their pocket to say, hey, well, look, it's still active out on the web. Meanwhile, the rest of the technological world, Facebook, Google, everybody has said, we are not going to allow Flash. And the reason they don't allow it anymore is because it is a very corrupt method of presenting things. It's very vulnerable. It's open to a lot of attack and that kind of thing. It's
so never install it again.
Well, see, that's the problem. If you want to go visit First Navy Federal Credit Union of the Carolinas.com, you're going to need it.
Yeah.
And it's still kind of prevalent. So in other words, some of the websites, I can sit here and talk to you about Flash is dead all day, but not every website in the world has recognized that yet. Have you booted back up yet?
Yes.
Once you get to the desktop, let's open up Safari.
Okay.
And
okay, I'm open. Ah!
That's okay.
It opened the old Windows, so.
Yeah, we're gonna force quit Safari then.
Okay. Sorry.
No.
I don't know why it did. I mean, it didn't open any windows, but then it came up with that. Okay, force quit Safari.
Yeah, okay, so now open up Safari holding down the Shift key.
Oh, whoops. I just clicked it before you said that. Now it says reopen or don't reopen. I'm going to say don't reopen.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Now hold down the Shift key and open Safari. We still have a couple of little things to do in Safari here.
Okay. Okay.
All right, and did that open to what you expect your default page to be?
Yes.
Okay, so now let's go to Safari at the very top menu bar and go to Preferences.
Okay.
And let's look at, in their preferences, let's look at a couple things. Number one is extensions.
There's nothing in there.
Okay, good. And then lastly, general, make sure that your home page is set to what you want it to be.
Okay. Yeah, I had to reset that after I installed the bogus Flash player.
Yeah. Some of them will install an extension. All right, I think you're good to go here now.
Okay.
It's a long answer.
Can I ask you a quick question on security? Should I allow plugins?
You know, there's a saying that I'm becoming more and more prone to say, which is the more secure something is, the less convenient it is. Security equals inconvenience. So if you have plugins, you are opening doors to the internet, but at the same time, if you don't allow plugins, certain things are not going to work. So
Right.
for instance, Google Maps, let's say, I'll use that as an example. Isn't it great when you go to a website and it pulls your map? My website, you know, like when you put your address in, it requires your location services. So to see where you are to make it more convenient for you to type your location in. So you turn off plugins, that doesn't work.
Okay.
You can go and look at your plugin settings and see if there's anything odd here. You know, if you see something that you feel is not legitimate. This program we're using right now, Zoom, it has a plugin. So, you know, it made it really convenient for me to join the meeting today.
No, I don't see anything. Oh, I see Adobe Flash version 24.
Yeah, and speaking of which, if you come back, if you keep updating Flash updates constantly. Like 2 months ago, it was on 17, and now you're saying 24, which doesn't surprise me.
Yeah. And then something called Silverlight, but they're both not checked.
Silverlight is normal. That's a Microsoft attempt at replacing Flash apps, actually. Netflix uses Silverlight.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Moving on.
All right, so just so I understand, should I install HTML5?
No, it's embedded already. It doesn't.
Okay.
It's not something you choose to install.
And I don't need to install Adobe Flash unless I want to go to a mom and pop website that's all they use. And I need
one of the things and Apple hasn't done at all any kind of job at explaining this, but you're going to go to a website at some point and it's going to say that Flash is disabled, or it's going to say that your Flash is outdated. If you click, you have Flash. If you click on that icon, you will usually have a drop-down window that says use once, or use every time, or don't use at all. And depending on the website, if it's a website that you really, really trust, then go ahead and say yes, use every time. If it's a website you're only going to one time and you really want to see that Flash content, then hit just once.
Okay.
All right.
And just to make sure I'm protected, like make sure to install anything that's like tracking any private information. Like if I buy something, put my credit card.
We went through the very important 5 or so folders that bad guys have to live in order to withstand a restart. And we cleaned all those out. Launch daemons, launch agents, the other launch daemons folder, the startup items. Once all that content, once anything there is out, it's not possible for a program to run without you launching it. Okay.
All right. And hopefully I didn't, before I called you, I was trying to figure it out myself. So hopefully I didn't, I deleted an application support folder that had like a red cross on it, but then I ended up putting it back. So hopefully I didn't screw anything up. But anyway.
I don't think so. But yeah, there are some bad guys that can live in application support, but without those triggers, it's not going to happen.
Okay, good.
All right.
Thank you. My second question was, I bought the two Seagate drives. My husband installed the Seagate software, but I don't like the way it backs up. It always involves a cloud. So then I tried to do Time Machine, but then my Time Machine seemed to be disabled, even though it's on my machine. So what's the best way to back up?
Time Machine. I don't trust the Seagate software. I don't trust any software that comes on a hard drive.
Okay.
Time Machine is the best, still, in my opinion, it's the best software out there, but you're saying it's disabled. Now, what you might do, how old is the hard drive?
The Seagate one or this computer?
The Seagate, the backup drive.
Oh, we just bought them recently.
Okay, so if you wanted, you could wipe that drive and start back over with Time Machine. That's
Okay.
usually what I do when I'm sitting in a client's house and they say, here's my new backup drive. I just erase that drive and I take all the software. Yeah, I take all the software off of it and then just have Time Machine start using it.
Okay, so I'm looking for Time Machine, and let me see, it just doesn't seem to come up. So let me find it. Okay, so I found Time Machine in my application. I click on it, and it says set up Time Machine. So I guess I have to reset it up.
Well, I would like you to go through System Preferences.
Okay.
So open up System Preferences,
Okay,
and let's go to Time Machine, which is going to be one of the lower items.
I see it. Okay.
Select that. And do you have that hard drive connected?
Not yet. Hold on one second. Or actually, no, I'm supposed to do it on this machine. Sorry, I'm getting my computers mixed up. All right, System Preferences on this machine. Too many computers. Okay, so, all right.
Go to Time Machine. Do you have the hard drive plugged in yet?
Yes.
All right, so select disk.
Okay.
In that drop down, you're going to see a new hard drive that's plugged up that reflects the one you just plugged in.
Okay.
Select it and use disk.
Okay, and then it'll back up.
Mhm.
Okay, cool.
All right.
And if I have two, so if I have the laptop and the desktop, can I back them up on the same drive, or what's
You can. You just can't be lazy. You have to move that drive back and forth between the two computers.
Yeah.
I have found, the reason I say that is I have found people start with those intentions and then never transfer the drive over, because you'd have to do it almost every month. Otherwise, the computer is going to say, hey, we haven't seen that hard drive in 30 days, and that kind of thing. So it's good. It's best, honestly, to have a dedicated drive to both.
Okay.
But yeah.
But then you said to swap about, like keep one off site. So
yeah. I do want to give you a word of warning, and I think this is a very simple fix that Apple could do, but they don't. And that is, if you have two drives plugged up to the same computer and you unplug one because your intention is to back data up to both of those and to have one off-site and one on-site, after 30 days, you're going to get a message, and this is a wrongly worded message. The message that it's going to pop down is going to say, you have not backed up in 30 days. You're going to go get your old drive, plug it up, and swap it, and put the new, the one that you have had off-site. And then 30 days later, it's going to say, you have not backed up in 30 days. Well, that's not a good sentence. It should say, we have not seen the second drive in 30 days. We have not seen drive B in 30 days.
okay.
Not that you haven't backed up. So I have a lot of people that say, why haven't I backed up? It's just, so what they really should be saying is, I haven't switched my drives in a while.
Okay. And then the other thing is I keep, most of my documents on the cloud because it's so convenient no matter which device I'm on.
Yeah.
But do you back those up, or do you just kind of let the cloud take care of it?
Depends on which cloud you're talking about. Really, honestly, if you're using iCloud Drive or Google Drive or Dropbox, which are really the three major cloud services, all three of them have folders that correspond and live on your hard drive. So if you have Time Machine, it's backing up the contents of that local folder, but that local folder is also copied to the cloud. So you really kind of triplicate.
Okay.
Which is good.
Like, I've got the photos stored on what you set up here. And then I have my documents, like recipes and things like that on like an iCloud drive.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. All right.
All right.
I think that's all I had.
All right. Well, good. Well, you have a good rest of your evening then.
You too. And thank you so much, especially for all the flash drive stuff. I really appreciate it.
Yep. All right. I'll talk to you soon.
Happy holidays.
You too. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.